Once upon a time, in a quiet village on the edge of a deep Russian forest, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Vasilisa. Her mother loved her dearly. Before she passed away, she gave Vasilisa a small doll and whispered,
"Keep this with you. Feed it, care for it, and when you are in trouble, it will help you."
After, Vasilisa's mother was gone. Her father later remarried, and Vasilisa's life changed forever. Her stepmother and 2 stepsisters were cruel and jealous. They forced her to work from morning until night, filling the house with anger and darkness. Yet Vasilisa remained quiet, patient, and kind. Hidden in her pocket, the little doll came alive. It whispered gentle advice and secretly helped Vasilisa through every hardship. One night, the stepmother put out the fire in the house. Pretending to be worried, she sent Vasilisa deep into the forest to fetch a flame, knowing the girl might never return. The forest was cold and alive with shadows. Fear surrounded Vasilisa as she walked deeper into the darkness. But she listened to the doll's soft voice and continued on. Soon, she came upon a strange hut standing on giant chicken legs. It belonged to Baba Yaga, the fearsome witch of the forest. Baba Yaga agreed to help Vasilisa, but only if she completed impossible tasks. She ordered her to sort grains, clean the house, and work from dawn until night. With the doll's secret help, Vasilisa completed every task perfectly. Impressed by her obedience and quiet strength, Baba Yaga gave Vasilisa a burning skull lantern and sent her away. When Vasilisa returned home, she brought the skull into the hut. Its fiery eyes fixed themselves on the stepmother and her 2 daughters and burned them like living fire. They tried to hide. They tried to run. But wherever they went, the skull's eyes followed them and never let them escape. By morning, all 3 were burned to ashes. Only Vasilisa remained unharmed. She buried the skull outside the hut, and from that spot grew a beautiful bush of red roses. Not wishing to stay in the hut any longer, Vasilisa went into town and made her home with a kind old woman. One day she said, "I am bored sitting around doing nothing, Grandma. Buy me some flax, the best you can find." The old woman did so, and Vasilisa began to spin yarn. She worked quickly and skillfully, the spinning wheel humming as golden thread flowed out, even and thin as a hair. She wove cloth so fine it could pass through the eye of a needle, and when she bleached it, it came out whiter than snow.
"Here, Grandma. Go and sell the cloth and keep the money for yourself."
The old woman gasped when she saw it. "No, my child," she said. "Such cloth is fit only for a Tsarevich. I must take it to the palace." When the Tsarevich saw the cloth, he was filled with wonder. "How much do you want for it?" he asked. "This cloth is too fine to be sold," replied the old woman. "I bring it as a gift." The Tsarevich thanked her, showered her with gifts, and sent her home. But he could find no one skilled enough to make a shirt from such delicate cloth. So he sent for the old woman again. "You wove this cloth?" he said. "You must know how to make a shirt from it." "It was not I," she replied, "but a maid named Vasilisa." "Then let her make it," said the Tsarevich. Vasilisa made 2 shirts, embroidered with silken threads and studded with round pearls. She sent them to the palace and sat quietly at the window, sewing. Soon, a royal servant came running. "The Tsarevich bids you come to the palace," he said. When Vasilisa arrived, the Tsarevich was struck by her beauty at once. I cannot bear to let you go again, he said. You shall be my wife. He took her milk-white hands and seated her beside him. And so, Vasilisa and the Tsarevich were married. When Vasilisa's father returned soon after, he made his home in the palace with them. Vasilisa also brought the old woman to live with her, and she always carried her little doll safely in her pocket. And thus, they live in peace to this very day, guided not by fear, but by light, waiting for us to come and stay.
Vasilisa.